this is Gary from Flying Machines. I'm going to do a review of the Bewine F7 quadcopter.
Decent open space. I've never flown here before, but thought I'd give it a shot. It's kind of nice open space. Checked on the wind finder, and it's varying. Sometimes it's almost wind still, but other times it's 6 to 8 mile an hour. That's what it was saying. Alright. Hopefully I got this in the frame so you can actually see it. Took the protector off. Wow, those arms move tight. The back ones go swing out, the front ones swing up. Alright, oops. That's a rough thing. Make sure you take this off. The guard on the gimbal and the camera. Alright. Okay, and these are actually working antennas, so I want those up. Just going to leave the screen cover thingy on there. Alright, so first thing, turn this on, press and hold. It says connecting. So let's do the compass calibration. Three times around, I think I heard a beep, so 1, 2, just to make sure, go 3. I heard a beep after once, so okay. What I realized is I had to go into the app permissions and allow it to use a local network, which it wasn't set for. Okay. Alright, let me land it and take it out of beginner mode. normal mode, sport mode, and then the first one is camera mode. That's a slower speed. Alright, let's take her up. The wind has picked up a little bit. Feet roughly. Alright, here it comes down. Let's see how close we get. Hit my bag. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, I'm still not touching it. Wow. Return to home. Okay,
Stop, return home.
Okay, so 3 feet maybe off. I'm down to 38% already. It loses altitude quite a bit.
Oh my God.
Alright, let's try this again. I don't know what that microphone thing, here so you can see, I don't know what that, if it records off of the controller, off of my phone, in the app, on the drone. Okay, it's getting windy. So let's do a slow fly around again with it windy like that and see how well that gimbal holds. Let's go up a little bit. Okay, the wind is kicking it around some.
Okay, going to look at some video footage and some stills. Also a little bit of footage that was my screen record on my phone. Also noticed that the SD card was not formatted correctly, so all of this footage is actually what recorded to my phone and is a little bit lower resolution than it would have been if it was on an SD card. So you'll notice when I doing any yawing at all, it really gets jittery from the 15 frames per second. It just cannot handle much side-to-side movement for sure, and not much fast movement at all. Keep in mind that a 15 frame per second is really about the same as the old 8mm movies. the old silent movies. Those ran at 16. So this is not going to give real smooth movement. Now look at that, the car moving, you see it jump. It's just jittery. Same thing with that FedEx truck. It's just jittery. And you'll notice that the gimbal jerks every once in a while, a little bit off the side. I don't know what that's about. But there's some jitter, and then you even notice some jello every once in a while, just a little bit. So it's not working super well. I mean, it's working, you know, and it is indeed a 3-axis gimbal, so it's working, but you still get some jerk every once in a while. Now there again, that was that situation where it yaws. After I'm yawing and I let loose, it jerks back. I think I noticed that a little later on here too, that I comment about it. The colors are actually quite sharp, maybe a little oversaturated, but for the most part, not bad, pretty pleasing. There again, that was that jerk back on after the yaw. Okay, now access the microphone. Oh, I see. Now let's see what happens. It says it wants to access the microphone, so it must be using my phone microphone somehow. Let's see. All right, let's do a little. I don't know why. Sometimes when you release the yaw, it wants to snap right back to where it was. Other times it doesn't. So here we go. See if we can get a smooth video up there and not wind. Because there's some fair amount of wind. Not a lot, but some. I'm guessing at the 15 frames per second I'm going to have, when I yaw, is when it's going to really show up. Let's see if it works. There it goes on the route. Okay, now it should turn. Go to the next one. Okay, it's working. I'm not sure I want to fly that far though. I want to come home. Okay, you heard the beep when I was doing the return to home, and that apparently shut the microphone off on the recording on my phone, so I'll just go from this now. This is just showing the screen record, showing me setting the waypoints or the route or whatever they call it in this app. I just wasn't paying close enough attention to the actual distance, and so I got a little bit further away than what I wanted to. but you can see here that it does indeed work, and it works, you know, pretty well. It's going to start off and fly out to the first point, and then turn right there and go to the second point. And I think I shift over to the map here again. And there you can see it moving on the map. That's what the app looks like. Going to point 2, and that was about where I hit the return to home. Now we're back to the stills. Not back, we're at the stills. And just my comments on this drone. It could be a really good beginner's drone. Even with the gimbal and everything, it could be a really good drone. The 15 frames per second really kind of messes everything up. And beyond that, then you've got the price. You just can't justify spending $400 for a drone that performs at this level when you can get the Mini SE for $300. That would be a much better video drone. Now this takes really nice 4K photos. The video is clear, just not as smooth as it should be or could be. Well, hope you got some good information out of this and got some help. See you next time.